Today we're going to bring an internal power filter. Now this is 3-in-1 if you have an aquarium. Now we're going to take a look at it and see what you get when you get something like this. Just to let you guys know, the vendor was kind enough to send this out to review. So let's take a look at it and see what we get. All right, let's take a look at the actual unit itself. Now this is pretty unique because it has 3-in-1. It's actually a filter, it rotates the water, and it also helps the actual oxygen levels, bringing them up too. So it gives you pretty much all the tools necessary. And if you guys can see it, it fits in the palm of my hand almost. So it's made for a lot of aquariums under 10 gallons, a little bit more, 15 up to 15 gallons. You could go on this one. It has a plus and minus, so you could slow it down or increase it if you guys want to. It's up to you. There's two ways: slowing it or increasing it. Now this is suction cups go inside the actual aquarium, and the whole system comes out through here. If you guys can see, it sucks in the air. Let's go ahead and put it together so you guys can see how it works. All right, before we put it together, I'm going to show you how to take it apart first. Now there's a couple of features here. There's a couple buttons here, if you guys can see that. So the bottom one is for actually pulling the bottom of it, and this you have to clean it out once in a while. Take it out and clean it, the filter. So it's a sponge right here in the bottom. So we're going to put it back. We're going to cover it back. Now if you don't want to use this bottom and you just want to use one because you have a smaller aquarium, you can just deduct one. All right, so there's 3 pieces of it. If you want to just use the bottom, you can, and you could cap it out with the actual bottom of it. If you guys can know, so there's 2 filters in here, 2 sponges, if you guys can see, one inside here and one in here. And of course, we just remove the bottom so you guys can see it. So there's 2 pieces of it and 3 with this one, okay? This is the actual main motor that actually sucks up all the water in through here and pushes it out, all right? So it retains, it recycles itself, it sucks in through water through all the sponges, it cleans the water, and then it pushes it out with a clean air, all right? And the air is going to come off from the outside. Now this is the snorkel that you're going to need, all right? This is important because it cannot go inside the water. It has to be retaining outside so it could get fresh air, fresh oxygen, all right? So we're going to put it together back again. All right, just very important, if you ever want to pump water out, you can do that with this actual motor using the same engine, using the same throttle through here, and you can pump water out. In case you want to take the water out to replace, you can do that. They give you the additional attachment that you could set up. Now, if you guys notice, I attached the oxygen to the snorkel so it could take the actual oxygen inside levels. Now, just make sure that you are aware of this. There is an actual valve here that right now it's taking air, but you could always turn it off and close it, cap it out, right? So right now we're gonna keep it open, the intake, all right? Now they do have extra valves that will not take any kind of moisture or anything. Make sure that this is not fall into the water, okay? That's why they have these clips in here too. You could clip this anywhere else. So this is gonna have to be outside pretty much, all right? So we're gonna set it up and see how it looks like. All right, here we have the pump in action right now. If you guys notice, I have lots of little tiny shrimp, and I wouldn't trust any other pump than this one because they won't go into penetrate into the little aquariums. And I'm trying to breed more of the little tiny shrimp, so that's why it's necessary to have a pump like that, and it's going to circulate the water because I do have a lot of shrimp that need to eat bacteria and algae and other stuff. So I need to circulate the water, make sure it's nice and circulated. If you guys notice, I have the pump set up there. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see the pump. And right now, that's the lowest I have it on right now. And it is working pretty well. I do have another pump here. It's not cutting it. It's just mostly for aesthetics and bringing in air, oxygen. That's what it is for. But we have another one that we set up in here. And like I said, make sure that you have this outside, not inside, all right? You don't want to get moisture in it, and the valve's opening up. And right now, if you guys can see it, it is sucking the air. So we are going to have that in there. And let me just show you the other one that failed on me. I actually have this one here. This is the older one that did not work for me. The sponges, it broke down. It was too loud. And this was actually working a lot better. So we're going to have it clean up the actual filter system. If you guys can see, there's the water. It's pushing the water. We're going to have it in the corner so it can push nice and neat. And it seems like the fish are settled. Even the shrimp are settling down. It cleaned up really good. It's coming up really shiny, really clean. I can see it through water now. And it worked in a matter of minutes, man. It's working.